What's up everybody, and we're back with another video. I know it's been a long time again, but my excuse this time is that I'm moving house and I've got proof right behind me that it's a new house. Anyways, to today's game, Liverpool versus Manchester City at the Etihad, and as usual the game did not fail to bring some drama. Firstly, fantastic game. We should have made more of our chances, and I'm sure City are going to say exactly the same thing, but I feel like if we made more of our earlier chances, we definitely would have gone and dominated the rest of the game. That first 10 minutes, we made City look like they belong in Division 1, like, honestly. But anyways, another injury to add to the list today. Trent Alexander-Arnold out with a calf injury, and Klopp has confirmed that he will not be playing international football this week, which I think is a good thing because he probably needs the break. But that is another player to add to the list. Now we've got Virgil van Dijk, Fabinho, Thiago and Alexander-Arnold. That's 4 of our first 11 injured, and we turned up against City quite well considering that. And we also had Milner covering in for Trent today. Well, not for the whole game, but we had Milner cover Trent's position, and considering the guy is old, like dinosaur old, he did a great job. And I'll be honest, when he first came on the pitch, I was worried that he won't be able to keep up with the tempo of the game because it was a really high tempo, but Milner has some moves in him still. Another thing is Gomez's handball. Now, the handball rule for a game that has been around for so many years, how can we just not get it right? It's so frustrating. Like, Gomez said it after the game. He evidently was trying to move his hand away from the ball. Like, what are we supposed to do? Chop their arms off? Like, defenders can't do anything about it. You've got Kevin De Bruyne whipping in the ball, one of the best midfielders in the world, whipping in the ball. And Gomez has to make himself big. He has to try cover that area. And what's he supposed to do? Keep his arms out to make himself look big, tuck them in, and he's tried to move his arms out of the way, but it's just not possible. And with VAR, it just doesn't make sense because the ref goes to watch it on a screen, and you could see the ref was hesitant to make that decision because he knows in real time it's just not possible. He's watching it in slow-mo, which just doesn't relate to the same scenario the players were in. And even then, the ref knows that he's hesitant to make it, but the rule book says a handball, so a handball's given. But it just doesn't make sense. It's not fair, and it's not even hit like his hand or anything. Like, it's hit his elbow. Like, I don't know. But anyways, they need to fix the handball rule somehow. Despite the setbacks today, we showed a great mentality, and as the game went forward, you could see that slowly our tempo was dropping off. But I think Henderson really went unnoticed today. The guy was phenomenal. He put Kevin De Bruyne in his pocket only for a short period of the game. But before safe, get your words out. But before De Bruyne's penalty, if you just watch Henderson with his aggression, his shouting, his covering, his passing, everything just around De Bruyne in that centre of the pitch, you can see he created such a headache for De Bruyne and just got into his head and just didn't let him play the football that he usually does. And that's why I feel, De Bruyne should put that penalty away 10 out of 10 times. But I feel that making him feel like he's stuck in the mud, which Henderson did, is what played into it. And for the rest of the game, you could see that penalty had a massive effect on him. And another player that is a real cause for discussion is Roberto Firmino. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the guy. Like, no homo, but genuinely, like, it's so frustrating to see one of your heroes really struggling. And I think, how long can you say, he's there to create space, he's there to play the false nine, it's because of him that Salah and Mane score goals and stuff like that? Like, I'll be honest, it was the case at the beginning, but now it's just Firmino, like, his first touch isn't there, his passes are weak, he's not turning properly, he's taking too long to make passes. And I feel, look, I'm there to support the players if they're going through a hard time. I'm not going to slag him off, I'm not going to say he needs to be out of the team, blah blah blah, but he needs to pull his socks up. He's affecting the rest of the team because it just feels like his head's not in the game. And the way Shaqiri's been playing, he's going to give Firmino a run for his money. And now we've got up front, we've got Diogo, who's, oh my god, what a signing. That guy is genuinely the white Mane. So we've got Diogo Jota, we've got Sadio Mane, we've got Mohamed Salah, and Firmino has to be fighting amongst them three to get into that front three. And if Firmino doesn't pull his socks up, he's going to be a liability on the pitch, and he's going to lose that position very quickly. And I would hate to see it, but we're here to grind and get results at the end of the day, and we don't make exceptions for certain players as much as we love them. And with the bottom of my heart, I genuinely hope that Firmino gets back to how he was before. And I don't know, I just feel like I need to breathe again. I feel like the fans need to get behind him, support him. Look, there are players at the end of the day, they're wearing the Liverpool shirt, and if they're wearing that top, we support them. It's as simple as that. And yeah, it's frustrating to watch the way he played today, and he got taken off because of it, and that's fair enough. That's how football goes. But what are you going to gain by slagging a player off? And I've seen it on Twitter already, and you guys are forgetting that Firmino was a massive part of that team that won us the Premier League, and a massive part of the team that won us the Champions League. And literally within a second, I've seen on Twitter, Firmino's this, Firmino's that. We just get behind our players, give them the confidence, and hopefully he'll be back to normal again. And another thing that I want to talk about today is just Manchester City are really off the mark. And I want to ask you guys the question. Do you think Pep Guardiola is just having a blip in this season or a blip off the season? Now, by that I mean, do you think that these last few games have just not... It happens, sometimes you have a little blip in the season, a few games don't go your way, and then back to usual. And do you think that's what City are going through at the moment? Or do you think this entire season is going to go like that for them? Because for me, I've seen Liverpool this season, I feel like we've gone through a few ups and downs. Like, we started the season really well, we had a few struggles here and there, but we're back again against Manchester City with a depleted squad. We've managed to grind down and get a 1-1, although I would have liked to see a win. I'll easily take a draw. But Manchester City, they just don't seem to be getting back to their usual. They don't seem to be playing better football. And the thing is, a lot of City fans are saying, oh yeah, wait till Aguero comes back, wait till Aguero comes back. You guys were title contenders. Like, if you look at Liverpool, you've got players like Sadio Mane, you've got Salah, you've got Firmino, after just what I said. But then you've got Jota, and you've got all these people with such fight, such hunger to score goals and everything. And if you look at Manchester City, they're really lacking that at the moment. You've got Sterling, who, as much as he's a traitor, he's done a decent job at City, but he's just not that player that's going to get you goals and win you games. And you can't rely on one player in Aguero to do that. And when Aguero came off his injury last time, he wasn't the all-star that Man City talk about. And when he comes back again, just imagine the weight on his shoulders. So I want to ask you, the guys, do you think this is just a blip for City, or do you think City are on a decline and that they're just not the team that they were last season or the season before? And one other question I have for you guys, do you agree with what I said before? Do you think Firmino is off the mark? Do you think he needs a bit of a break to pull his socks up? Or do you think he needs that confidence? Or do you think Firmino is still doing a fantastic job like he was doing before, creating the spaces for Mane, Salah, and now Jota? Which one do you guys think? I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. With that said, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.